Thank you, Rosemary. Now I want to believe that every one of us can walk. And if you can't, pole, but we are together in spirit. Kindly, for the ones who can be able to walk, take a walk. It's not too long. I would request you to go to the open area here at the parking, where you're going to have some warm-up. And after the warm-up, before we start off the walk, we are going to have the national anthem, then we start off the walk. Please, let's go to the parking area. Oh yeah, it's you.
Thank you. You don't need to. Yes. Hey, now I have to do stretches. I don't know if they are still there. Can we ask?
We've seen somewhere ziko pahali.
Hebu enda pale jamaa waonyeshe penye. Okay, everybody create space. Get enough space to stretch and do some. Hello. Hi, beautiful. How will you stretch with the water in your hands? Hello. Imagine. All of them say they want. Kindly come this side. All of you come on this other side. If you can do a bit of jogging. And a bit of high knees. It's just not so fast, huh? Remember, it's just a warm-up. Okay, now take the rhythm. We'll be ready soon to go. Follow the beats of the music. Okay, front. Just put the hands like this. Just follow what I'm doing. Okay, now stretch one side of the body. The other side. You can touch the floor. Touch up. Tiptoe. I think we are ready for the walk. I think you're warm up, right?
Okay, thank you so much. Kindly let's stand still for the national anthem. It's time for the national anthem.
Okay. Somebody tells me somebody has not warmed up. So much. Just do what I'm doing. Let's go. Okay, you can follow the beat. Those who love dancing like me, we can do our thing. This is freestyle. As long as you're warmed up.
Girl, I got you so.
Alam, mwenye music mbona unatuonea hivyo? DJ kwa nini? Weka anguka nayo. Naona kuna watu wanaanguka nayo hapa tu bure. Excuse me, whoever has the banner, would you kindly give the children the banner? Okay. First anguka nayo. DJ, mbona unanyima watoto anguka nayo? Ndio nashangaa. DJ, kumendaje huko? You need to continue warming up, yeah? So that
kwanza form ya kiton nishashika mkua na twende chini kwa chini hadi na mimi sasa tunasikiza shit tuna feel free teka video na post pale NGC jina ni clan to raps ni talent deep anguka na check anguka na twende download now tanda pia mikono juu alafu click uliza pesa alafu one leg anguka na one leg anguka na kama kuna new cut anguka nayo kuna pati na magwash anguka nayo round tuko hii bash anguka nayo ati anguka nayo ati anguka nayo anguka nayo anguka nayo ati anguka nayo ati anguka nayo na katika msupa webanjuka cheza chini ukikwendezo matuta anguka nayo baby galusha itika mdagi matisho za wadagi ama darling tambu serikali juni serikali tamka asali simnachwa ni nani shati ki don medunga hapo down chi utekiwa poa daily mi ti aha sikia beba anguka nao anguka nayo anguka nayo anguka nayo anguka nayo anguka nayo ati anguka nayo mtupa me feel relaxed anguka nayo kama uko na new catch anguka nayo kama unapati na magwash anguka nayo round tuko hii bash ati anguka nayo anguka nayo anguka nayo anguka nayo ati anguka nayo kama uko na new catch anguka nayo kama unapati na magwash anguka nayo round tuko hii bash anguka nayo ati anguka nayo anguka nayo anguka nayo anguka nayo.
DJ, thank you. I would kindly request everyone to be behind the banners, please. Everyone to be behind the banners because we are now starting the walk in the next few.
National flag,
Yeah, anthem.
then flagging off by tutawataja majina zinajua chairman,
Yeah.
ndio majina yake na huyu
Yeah.
atapewa national flag chairman na huyu mwingine ya Kenyatta. Alafu wata flag off.
Everyone to be behind the banners. Are we okay now? We can start. Kindly come on this side. Behind the banners, please. I think the band is all ready. Kindly let's be still for the national anthem. After that,
Pande ile na huyu atakuwa pande ile.
after that we are going to start the walk. Let's be ready for the national anthem. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I'll call upon the chairman of the Kenya Renal Association to start off. He's going to flag off the walk. It's going to be assisted by Professor Saith Makligeo, our teacher, former chairman of the Renal Association, and the patron of Kenya Renal Association. I'm so sorry, Paul. I'm sorry. Kindly, we are going to walk with the pace of the band. The band is going to lead. Then after that, the banners, and then the rest of us are going to walk behind the banners. Tafadhali. So I think Prof. Mark Ligeo, Dr. Wala, you're ready? Right, we are all set. You guys are ready? Yeah. Okay, good. Let's get started. Right, we are set. Let's enjoy the walk. Thank you.
A brief stretch, please. It's very important to stretch to avoid delayed muscle pains. So put your hands apart together with your feet. Okay, just follow the beat and cool down. Okay, stretch your hands. Switch the side.
you, Tamasha. Thank you very much, Tamasha. To all our guests, asanteni sana, karibuni tena. I hope you guys enjoyed the walk. You did? Hope you did. I'm sure you're a little bit tired, so we are going to have a session of some entertainment. And we are going to start off with Tamasha. Well, they've been doing it, so they're basically going to continue. So Tamasha, I'll give you some few minutes, entertain the guests, before we go to the next group. Karibu Tamasha. And for our guests, kindly take your seats, tafadhali. Kindly take your seats so that we are together in this. Kindly take your seats. So, John, you done well?
This is Kenya Renal Association. We have just come back. Very good. To welcome you.
I don't know about my heart. I want it to stay with me. Every day you love someone, something wrong to you. I don't know what I am going to do. My heart, I want to cry for my sweet Elizabeth. My sweet Elizabeth. I am deeply worried at her. I am deeply worried at her. For the girl I love so much, my friend snatched from me. I don't know what I am going to do. My heart, I want to cry for my sweet Elizabeth. My sweet Elizabeth. Na 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 na. Oh, my friends, they want to ask me for you, my love. Ati dena ke ake monoma. Dena ke ake monoma. Kaire tunya dete monoma. Karahulio de rorere. Eudio egorora nako. Eudio egoe kata. Joe kabade hite. Jinyonge. Joe kabade hite. I say Elizabeth, but why you go? My sweet Elizabeth, but why you go? Come back, you love me. Come back, you love me. Come back, you hold me. Come back, you kiss me. Like you used to hold me. Elizabeth. Elizabeth. We have stayed more than 10 years together. My friend, what happened? You say that you like makeup. Then I bought you an air ticket to go to London to get yourself some makeup, baby. But what happened? I hear that now you've been singing in New York. Elizabeth, unakula fare ya ndege? Eh? Elizabeth. I did the man who sat next to you on the plane pay you a ticket to go to New York. I become a drunkard. I start to drink Tusker. I start to drink Maziwa. I start to drink Johnny Walker. Now Johnny Walker is walking in my head. It is walking in my head. It is walking in my head. It is walking in my head. Hey, afande. Yeah. Sini kweli. Yeah. I see Elizabeth, but where you go? Yeah. Alafu nasikia di ni. Azinata unataka nini? With your sponsor, oh Susanna, I hope you're happy now. I see you change your skin color and your eyes are longer now. Na kuona pari hapo kando ya Zenzelise, ukipesa na kamini yeah. Now know my business and I see you in London, silicone on your bum bum, shaking what your doctor gave you. On your worst behavior, Susanna Bande. Say hello. If you can't hear this song, somebody loves you. Susanna Bande. Say hello. Take your mind and come back home. Somebody loves you. So love. Hello. Mwanamke tabia, shepu ni majaliwa, ila wengi walinyimwa tabia, na shepu pia kanyimwa. Mwanamume hisia, pesa ni majaliwa, ila wengi walinyimwa hisia, na pesa pia kanyimwa. Na kuona Brazil, hapo Rio de Janeiro, ukiongezewa nywele none of my business, and I see you in China with the latest mubaba, taking on to Dr. Kenya. On your worst behavior, Susanna Bande. Say hello. If you can't hear this song, somebody loves you. Susanna Bande. Say hello. Change your mind to come back home. Somebody loves you. Woo! Somebody loves you, Susanna Bande. Say hello. Sing hello. If you get to hear this song, sikia. Oh, mwanamke tabia, majali, wengine walinyimwa tabia, na shepu pia kanyimwa. Unanyimwa zote jamani. Ati mwanamume hisia, gari ni majaliwa, wengine walinyimwa hisia, na gari pia kanyimwa. Senge hello. No sir, I see você me mata. Ai, cê te pega. Ai, cê te pega. Delícia, Melissa, assim você me mata. Ai, cê te pega. Ai, cê te pega. Let's go. Let me dance with them China here. Come to me. Come to me. Wacha to dance na utuone kama madeni itapunguzwa. Si ndio? Ala, you don't want to dance? You don't know how to dance? Okay, let me see. Who knows how to dance here? Anyone? Come. Yeah, come. Clap for them. Clap. Hey, you are too. You don't just let your friend. So, I don't know how to dance myself. I don't know how to dance. But you know how to dance. You're gonna teach me how to dance, right? Let's go. I see. Kwani wewe ni wakina baba, wewe ni wakina Raila. Yeah, haya. Yeye ndio mmeamua. Watoto matajiri hawana maneno. Yeah. Sabadu la balada. A galera começou a dançar. E passou a menina mais linda. Comigo lá e comecei a falar. Nossa, assim você me mata. Ai, cê te pega. Ai, cê te pega. Delícia, assim você me mata. Ai, cê te pega. Ai, cê te pega. Let's go. Do it. You like to move it. You like to move it. You like to move it. You like it. Move it. You like to move it. You like to move it. You like to move it. You like it. How are you, my friend? How do you do, my friend? I know sometimes I feel like say nobody sent you, that's not a lie. I did for you. I saw her singing. I saw her do that song. So do that song for us. How are you, my friend? No, you're not going anywhere. Yeah, let's go. What's your name? Amira? Amanda. Okay, Amanda is going to do how you do, my friend. Just that. Let's go. Not the word song, that the part you know. Let's go. I will help you. How are you, my friend? Take it low.
How do you do, my friend? Nobody said.
Some volume on this microphone.
How do you, my friend? You, my friend. How do you do, my friend? What's the Mila said? Nobody said you just mine. I do for you, my friend.
That is CBC for you. Give it more. Amira. Alafu wa Kikuyu. Ate. Keshamanirie adokera foile. Demore unawe onyeta fagi. Twakinya kwanyu okera mami wanyu. Ate twashamanirie adokani daide. Ate twashamanirie prayer group ine. Nemaheni. Nemaheni. Nemaheni, Nemaheni. Ate toshe manirie, adokani taide. Toinaga iria, shaka matia shinde. Na wakaigaga sokani shukurie. Ukika kwanyu, okera mami wanyu. Ate toshe manirie, kore amandamano. Ate toshe manirie, WhatsApp ya rorasio. Ate trose manirie tukihe. Ate trose manirie. Ate tulikutana mahali. Umelewa na oi, kufika kwanyu unambia mama yako ati tulikutana mahali kwa maandamano, ati tulikutana uko CBD, ati tulikutana kwa WhatsApp ya Rorashio, ati tulikutana kwa WhatsApp ya matanga. Oe ne maheni oe o ne maheni oe ne maheni oe negenere akune dirare misi inegenere akore samakaroiko. Give me a anaki. I like that. Wapi wa Kikuyu? Ado Anyoba. Ah, look at you. Yeah. Huyu ni Peter Kennedy Modogo. Light skin senior. Ate inegenere akunde dirare misi. Inegenere akunde anaka radio. Rero konegena gutiri kiaria. Inegenere akunota Britania. Esiti para Piritoni yako ewanja para Piritoni yako esiti para Get out of here. Thank you for dancing with the band. You are beautiful young people. Thank you. Mr. MC, back to you.
Thank you very much, Tamasha. Asante sana for that piece of entertainment. Thank you, young doctors and nurses to be. Yeah, I think we're going on with the entertainment. I'm going to call in the next group. That will be some of the students here, the pupils from Lepik School. Lepik School? Are you here? Oh, okay, this is your moment. Karibuni. You've got a poem and a song, I want to believe. A song and a poem? Not sure? The floor is yours. Sorry?
Have you heard? Haven't you been told that skin is an essential, substantial, and fundamental for proper functioning of your bodies? Watch over them. Guard your kidneys. Protect them. Handle your kidneys. Preserve them. Maintain them. Keep them healthy. Keep them strong. Keep them sound. Oh, they shall surely grant you service. Have you fed them properly? Haven't you been told that they cleanse the body system and refresh the muscles? 8 glasses of water a day. Yes, you have made it. For cleanliness is next to godliness. Have you heard this? Haven't you severally been told that the use of alcohol is hazardous to your kidneys? A danger. Junk food, no Shetani ashindwe. Our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit. Have you heard this? Haven't you been told that the exercise boosts, reinforce, and assist our kidneys to function well? Skipping the rope, swimming in fresh, smart water, walking race, running. Oh, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. The peak production.
Check.
Thank you. Thank you, LEPIC students, pupils, asante sana, thank you. An applause for both Tamasha and LEPIC, tafadhali. Thank you. Our next group of entertainers is going to come from, again, another group of young doctors and nurses to be. This is from St. Anne's Academy. Are you there? St. Anne's Academy? The floor is yours. Oh, you're there. Just come. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, audience. We are St. Anne's Junior Academy, located at Parklands along Gara Road. We are here to present to you a poem entitled
Sickness.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Welcome.
Watching every day that goes by, the sicker and sicker my dad becomes, coughing over and over every minute. Only if my father could get better. A prayer to God up above, a plea for help. Heavenly Father, please heal my father. He is dying away. I hate watching him cry. The pain he's suffering from kidney failure since the transplant, September 21st, 2010. My dad had a fatty tumor. The tears of watching he said, please help. I couldn't look at him without wanting to run away from home. To not see how hard it was for him to breathe, eat, swallow food. Finally, after 6 weeks of a machine attached to him, he was able to return back to work again. I love my dad sincerely, and I wish he would stay alive until I have graduated high school, get married, and became a mother. Thank you.
Harry, stop it.
Hello. We are St. Anne's Junior Academy. We are here commemorating our World Kidney Day with a poem entitled Kidney Stones. The poem was written by Budhaya Mukherjee. Welcome. Spaces filled by kidneys, or kidneys filled by spaces. Kidneys operated and operated kidney stones, broken by laser beams, or undissolved by homeopathic white crystals are all the same. The stones are metamorphic, or the stones are metamorphosed to undefinable objects. The stones inflict pain, or they remain obscure and mute. Convert the patient to Christianity or Islam. The pain remains the same. You need for pain. Painless souls, no water, no future. Rose and chin coalesce in doctors striving for a solution. The pain persists as the sun shines every day. The moon shines romantically, and one Saturday, the virgin shivers and lays the size of stones. On Sunday morning, the ultrasonography plate reveals no stones in kidneys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, St. Anne's. Let's clap for them again. Asante. I've listened carefully to all the pupils. I hope you're going to practice what you are telling us here. It's not too early to start. Start early, okay? Continue taking care of your kidneys. Start early. As young as you are, it's good to start early. Take that water. Make sure you're drinking enough water. Make sure you're going for screening, okay? It is not too early, right? You don't have to wait until you're 20, until you're 30 or 40 to do what you're telling us to be doing, okay? Take care of your kidneys. Thank you very much. Our next group of entertainers will be from Play Street School. I hope the pupils are here. Play Street School, are you here? The floor is yours. Are the boys and girls in red? Come, the floor is yours.
World Kidney Day. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jerry of Yambo, and today is a very important day, World Kidney Day. Did you know our kidneys are like little cleaners inside our bodies? They help remove waste, keep our blood clean, and make sure we stay healthy. That's why we must drink plenty of water, eat healthy food, and stay active. Did you know our kidneys are about the size of your fist? Cool, right? Now let's learn more about our amazing kidneys. I am proud to represent Place School for a special presentation about this vital body organ. Welcome.
Shule ya msingi ya Play Street, tayari kuwakariria shairi lenye mada figo. Makinikeni. Hodi hodi wanjani, tuwapisha tukaribisheni. Hatujigambi ni kweli, tumalaika toka Play Street. Kiumbe kimoja, kazi yake kubwa, kuchuja sumu, mwili kuumba. Figo figo, wewe ni muhimu, afya yetu kwako imara. Kifua changu ndani kimo, kuna hazina ya thamani mno. Figo mbili kama maharage, kufanya kazi bila kuchoka. Mwili wote damu nasafisha, kuchuja uchafu, mwili kutunza, lishe bora na maji kunywa. Njia nzuri kuwalinda daima. Figo marafiki wa kweli, mimi nawapenda kwa moyo wote. Afya njema kwetu sote, figo zetu tuzitunze kwa dhati. Shukran. so they last till you're 18 and beyond. Thank you.
It's okay.
Kidneys are healthy, let them know. If your kidneys are healthy, let them know. Drink your water, keep it strong. Let it flow, let it flow. If your kidneys are healthy, let them know. If there's no check your please stay active. Yes, indeed. If there's no check your please stay active. Yes, indeed. If your kidneys are happy, let them glow, let them glow. If your kidneys are happy, let them know. If your kidneys are healthy, let them know. If your kidneys are healthy, let them know. Drink your water, keep them strong. Let it flow, let it flow. If your kidneys are healthy, let them know. If there's soil, check your bees, stay active. Yes, indeed. If there's soil, check your bees, stay active. Yes, indeed. If your kidneys are happy, let them glow, let them glow. If your kidneys are happy, let them glow. Thank you.
Hi guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Placed School. Asanteni sana for your messages, your poems. We've appreciated. We can see quite a number of future doctors, future nurses who are going to take this forward from where your parents are going to leave it. Asanteni. Allow applause, please. Let's clap for them. Asanteni. Thank you. Thank you very much. We are coming to the end of the entertainment because time is so much against us. And I think I'm going to give a few moments to our Prisons Band to entertain us for the next few minutes. Prisons Band. Wonderful. Kenya Prisons Band, asante sana. An applause for them again. Thank you for the entertainment, asante. Now we are going to the next part of this celebration, and we are coming to the speeches. Yeah, today we are joining the rest of the world to celebrate the World Kidney Day. This is a world the day that was set aside by WHO. Yeah, because it was noted that kidney diseases are rather ignored, and yet they affect so many people in the world. Kidney diseases, as some of you may know, affect roughly around 10% of the general population, and yet the majority of people are not aware that they have kidney disease. So this is part of this is to create awareness for people to go for screening, because there's so much that we can do. There's so much that the medical fraternity can do to reverse whatever is happening to the kidneys if it is detected early. Our theme today is very simple. Are your kidneys okay? Detect early, maintain kidney health. As I've said, many of the people who are suffering from kidney disease have no idea that they're suffering from kidney disease. And the screening is very, very simple. It's basically checking your blood pressure, checking your blood sugar. These are they're not that expensive tests to be done. And also, of course, making sure that you're eating healthy. So we need to keep on spreading this message, even for the ones who are not here, to make sure that we reduce this percentage of people suffering the prevalence of kidney disease in this part of the world. So we are here, as I've said, to celebrate our achievements. Where we are today in the year 2025 is not where we were 5-10 years ago. Definitely we've made strides, positive strides forward. But we are not yet where we are supposed to be. There are challenges, of course. We are not saying that we are perfect. There's so much that we need to look at and improve for the betterment of our patients and, of course, the health of the society. So we are here to celebrate. We are here to face the challenges, and we're also going to hear, of course, from our patients, to hear the positives they may have, the challenges that they may have, so that it will help guide as we move forward. So I'm going to invite our first speaker, who is going to be, or rather, who is a chairperson of Kenya Renal Association. That's Dr. Jonathan Wala, a practicing kidney specialist. He's going to come and give his opening remarks. Karibu, Dr. Wala. And sorry, we've got our chief guest who's just come. She was busy elsewhere. There's so much being done around. Our chief guest today is Dr. Catherine Nyongesa, who is the acting director of medical services. Karibu sana, Dr. Nyongesa. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Dr. Patrick Mbugua, who is the MC at the moment, and he's doing such a wonderful job. Maybe you can give him a round of applause. So we are so glad that you're here as Kenya Renal Association and Kenya Nephrology Nurses Association, because we are representing both the physicians and nurses here. And even there is the Renal Patient Society of Kenya, which is presenting patients. We are glad that you have all been able to join us, and we are, as Dr. Mbugua has said, we are really celebrating our achievements. This World Kidney Day, the theme is, are your kidneys okay? And being in the mood of where the campaigns are always beginning, it's almost like a campaign slogan. So you can say, kidneys oe, kidneys oe, are your kidneys oe? Yes. So it's like, are your kidneys okay is the main theme, basically to screen and then to detect this kidney disease at an early stage, and that will help us to be able to protect the kidneys. I'm glad that we are from different organizations here, and we are being hosted by Kenyatta National Hospital, and we are glad that we are here. I recognize the presence of Dr. Catherine Nyongesa, who is the Director of Medical Services, representing the Chief Executive Officer of Kenyatta National Hospital. I also recognize the presence of our distinguished colleagues here at Kenyatta National Hospital. Professor Makiligo has just stepped out, but she's coming in just now. Dr. John Giga is there, and Dr. Patrick Mbugua, all from Kenyatta National Hospital. I recognize the fact that my colleague, Dr. Ahmed Sokola from Aga Khan Hospital is here. Dr. Joyce Bobengi from Aga Khan Hospital also is there. And we are just glad that all these fellow physicians have come to join us. There are others in the audience who are also listening to us. Thank you very much, fellow nephrologists, because you have taken time to come and join us in this World Kidney Day. I also want to recognize the presence of the nursing fraternity, without whom we cannot do most of these things, from the chair of the Kenya Nephrology Nurses Association, Sister Nancy Wangombe. She is here. Thank you very much, Nancy, for being here, and all your colleagues who are here. We just recognize your presence because without you guys, we are almost like you are headless, and therefore we need to be supported by you guys. We really form a formidable team to ensure the Kenya Renal Association is also driving through its mandate. I recognize the presence of patients who are here, not only patients who have got kidney disease that is at the end stage, therefore they are doing dialysis, but also patients who have got kidney disease itself before the end stage. For people who are at risk of kidney disease, they have joined us, people with diabetes and high blood pressure. For people who have gotten a kidney transplant, they have also joined us, and I recognize people like Ashley there, Dorcas is there, Tom is there, and many other patients who have become almost part of our colleagues because we're always interacting with them. It's really a pleasure. I put this in front so that I don't forget when I'm making my speech, to forget to say that. There, this is, I can see Dr. Edward Njogu from Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital is also being represented there. We thank you for all the hospitals that are here, that are and the pharmaceutical companies that have really supported this to ensure that this day becomes a success. So with that, I mentioned the fact that we once again are congregating here to mark another World Kidney Day, where we advocate kidney health by joining the world community in discussing kidney matters and remembering that our kidneys do matter. This year's theme, as you have already mentioned, is Are Your Kidneys Okay? It reminds us not to take for granted the moments when we are able to pee adequately. One of the poems had that word pee, and I took it over very quickly because we forget that peeing is a healthy issue. If you are peeing well, you really are glad. When you went behind there and I had my pee, I thank God that I'm peeing. It reminds us that for good health to be enjoyed, our kidneys indeed have to be okay. It also reinforces the fact that good health leads to good kidneys that are okay. Kidneys are silent organs, and the nephrology community looks like also a silent organ, but without this nephrology community driving some of the health issues in this country, things don't go okay. It's only when you're not there, it's only when there was no dialysis going on, that's when people realize that things are really serious, when there are no healthcare workers or no units that are open to do the dialysis. Good health is therefore a priority for all kidney health advocates. Good health does not come passively. Hard work and innovative ideas have to be practiced and sustained. It is for this reason why good health is part of the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. It is this reason why health is an article in our constitution. It is why this whole Ministry of Health, is assigned for health by the government of Kenya. It is why a budget of 138 billion shillings was allocated to finance this good health. Therefore, good health is very important. Good health is an investment for any government, and therefore that's why we have to participate in investing in good health, because good health is not a cost, it's an investment. It follows that as kidney health advocates, we need to stop being passive and become actively engaged in dreaming, in designing, and in delivering good health. For a resilient, responsive, and robust health system that will guarantee good kidney health, we have to immerse ourselves more in solving the current health crisis. And indeed, we're in a big health crisis. We are not noticing it because the effects of poor health management, they take several months down the line to be felt. And this is what you're going to feel maybe towards the end of next year, that these problems that you had with current health crisis the first few months are going to affect us. We have to refocus our energy into reinforcing the important pillars of a modern health system. This demands that we concern ourselves about governance and leadership, which is a pillar of healthcare in matters dealing with kidney health. We have to propose viable visions in our hospitals and clinics, whether as a consumer of this health service or as a producer of the health service. We have to be at the forefront. Oppose poor leadership and governance, which has of late become too common and has left us rudderless and disillusioned. As a community of advocates, we have to push for respect and value for every cadre of health worker, because at the moment health workers are put down there. They are always on the streets advocating for this thing and for this thing. They're always in the news saying this thing and this thing has to work. How come it is always like that? And therefore we have to involve ourselves more, because the reason we're involving ourselves more is because we are caring for people living with different diseases, including caring for people living with kidney disease. If you don't shout it out, these people who are in the mercy of others will continue suffering and having problems. We celebrate the immense work done by nurses and doctors involved in kidney care, extending from those in the clinics and health centers taking care of diabetes, for example, hypertension patients at risk of kidney disease, to at the end of it where dozens in the dialysis units who are ensuring good quality of life for these patients. These people are working, you people are working despite the hardships that are occurring at the moment. In this regard, we applaud the expansion of the workforce by introducing clinical officers who are specialized in nephrology. And this is a thorny issue. However, therefore, we have to be careful to ensure that there is regulation, to ensure that the duties, responsibilities, and supervision of this new field are well defined. To this end, the Kenya Renal Association is stepping forward to be at the forefront of this endeavor to regulate ourselves. The best regulator that you can get an example of is the kidneys. The kidneys regulate things that happen in the body. Therefore, without internal regulation, without self-regulation, you're really at the mercy of a dialysis unit. And that's what we'll be doing if you allow, for example, the medical council, or we allow the Minister of Health to come with guidelines about how you're going to operate. We have to be at the forefront of deciding these cadres of healthcare workforce, including ourselves, what are the roles and the goals and the supervision that is supposed to occur. The nephrology community also calls for better health financing, which is an important pillar of health. The patients on dialysis are particularly exquisitely vulnerable to any interruption in dialysis services delivery caused by an erratic health service financing. Remember, we were the first to sound the alarm bells that the Social Health Authority funding models were being poorly implemented and will result in not only agony for our patients but even deaths. Sadly, this became a reality. We are the ones who saw that reality. While we recognize the fact that the health financing for dialysis services has improved to become much better, we are also cognizant of the fact that pending debts owed by the now defunct NHIF remain unsettled, threatening the viability of many dialysis units, which are the ones that are being affected most because of this. In addition, when two of the funds of this Social Health Authority are not fully functional, that is the Primary Health Care Fund and the Emergency Chronic and Critical Illness Fund, then kidney disease prevention, it becomes very difficult. The kidney disease prevention occurs at the primary health level, and without this funding, kidney disease prevention becomes very difficult. We can't detect, and therefore we cannot promote good kidney health. And then also the Emergency Chronic Critical Illness Fund is paramount to ensure that kidney disease management, both acutely in the critical care units and for emergency treatment, and in kidney clinics, the chronic kidney disease patients. These are strangled of vital resources and at risk of a slow, dangerous death for these important services. We therefore step again as Kenya Renal Association to demand that these important funds should be activated. This will ensure that the financing for kidney health is not only expanded, but more importantly, that it provides value for money. My colleagues and my friends who are patients, despite these challenges, at the Kenya Renal Association, we are extremely proud of the great strides that the country has made in ensuring our kidneys are okay. That's the theme of this year. We are one of the few countries that fully fund renal replacement therapy in the form of hemodialysis. And this is just amazing to most countries, funding everybody to do dialysis. And that's a big stride. The East African Kidney Institute continues to produce specialists, nurses, and doctors who are world-class experts in kidney disease management, and they have to be commended that the program runs. Despite its problems in infrastructure, the program still runs. Our hemodialysis registry has been reactivated, and its first report is now released in this World Kidney Day, just to commemorate that they are dialysis patients and need to find out what is happening to them and how we can ensure that their lives are improved. At the same time, the first kidney guidelines focusing on the practitioner at the primary and secondary care levels are just about to be published, and I hope that in the next 2 or 3 months we'll be able to have guidelines that will guide healthcare workers at the level 2-3 hospitals to be able to manage kidney disease better. The renal desk at the Ministry of Health, and we are a bit disappointed the Ministry of Health is not represented here, but the renal desk has been really instrumental at ensuring that we are collaborating. This renal desk is headed by Dr. Stephen Mutiso, and it's at the Division of Non-Communicable Diseases in the Ministry of Health. They have played an instrumental role, and we applaud this new collaboration that is providing important solutions to nephrology problems. And there are still many other things that need to be sorted out. We have to sort out how we can ensure that patients on dialysis have an exit for transplantation. Transplantation is from living donors, but also you have to be aware that we need to look at disease donations, and that's a place where trust is important. I have to mention the fact that illegal transplantations and ethical transplantations have been going on, and we have to stamp it in the feet and remove it. Otherwise, it will interfere with how we are going to address disease organ transplantation. Therefore, I end by reminding us again of the political call. Are the kidneys okay? That is a question our public asks of us. Are their kidneys okay? The answers we give them require us to think more innovatively about how to detect early and how to promote kidney health. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll allow the other speeches to come forward, and therefore they can continue. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Wala. Let's clap for him again. Asante sana. We are going to the next speaker. Thank you. We are going to the next speaker. Yeah, as you have heard, yes, there are some of us who are patients here. Some undergoing dialysis. There are others with kidney diseases but have not yet gone to dialysis, and we hope will take as long as possible not to head there. Others have crossed over and have had transplant surgery, and they are stronger moving on. So this is a time to hear from them. They have gone through it all. They've seen the challenges, they've seen the positives that the country has made. So we'd like to hear from them. We might be thinking that yes, we are this far, but maybe they have got issues here and there. So let's hear from the patient representative, and I'll ask the president of the Renal Patients Association, Mr. John Gekonyo, to come and give his remarks and invite one or two patients to say one or two things. John Gekonyo, karibu.
Thank you, Dr. Mboga. Guest of honor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite my fellow patients, that is Imelda and Raymond, to come forward and say something before I make my remarks. Thank you. Imelda, Raymond.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests and all protocols observed. Good afternoon. My name's Jenny Melda, and I'm really grateful to see this day. And Kidney Day is not just a celebration. It's a day to thank God for the gift of life that we get every day. And my journey as a patient of kidney disease started back in 2018 when I was in Form 2. Being that young, I still had dreams. And when they found out that I was having kidney disease, I felt like, what? At this young age, I felt like my dreams were being shattered. But I just had that hope that in the future, things are going to be all right, things are going to be okay. So I never gave up. I continued with my life, with my studies, and finally I finished the secondary school and got a C+. So, guys, being with kidney, you can make it. That doesn't mean that your life is coming to an end, but you can still continue with other things. It's just that you are going to do your things in another way that normal people are not going to do. So during this journey, there have been ups and downs. There have been minor surgeries of catheters, several fistulas and catheters failing. And during this journey, it was overwhelming, painful because of the surgeries, obviously. And it came a time that I gave up and I was taken to ICU. And I stayed in ICU for about 3 days, and then I recovered after a week. And from that day, I said, God has a purpose for my life. I don't have to give up. I need to continue. That's when my hope was reignited. I continued, then I joined a college where I'm doing my hospitality course. Thankfully, I'm going to finish this April and I'll be graduating. So, you guys, whatever you are doing, no matter how sick you are, the patients, I want to tell you, don't give up. The new patients who are just join us, don't live in denial. Just accept and try to live a better life with your situation. You can work it, you can make it, you can go beyond and go as far as you want, as long as you have that hope and you believe in yourself. You can make it, you can do it. You can become these doctors and become a nephrologist one day. You can become the engineers that you want. Being a kidney patient doesn't mean that your life has stopped there. You need to continue. You need to do it. And those that have not been found with this disease, please do exercise, drink a lot of water, avoid these sugary things, salty things, especially the salt that you just put on top, which is not good. That is not good for your health. That is draining your kidneys. Do exercise, drink a lot of water, go for screening so that you can keep your health in check. And those that have been found the disease, I just want to urge you to continue with this journey. Don't give up and believe in God. Anything is possible. Everything is possible. And to the partners who have been with us, the government, the SHA, who have been helping us, and others who are just behind us, supporting us, our families, our friends, the doctors and nurses, without forgetting them. I'm really thankful for your support. You've always been there for us, and you've always been giving us advice, bringing us up when we are down, and I'm really grateful for that. And with those few remarks, I'm very thankful, and I'm grateful, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I have so much to say, but little time, and so I hope in the next few minutes you will be with me, you'll be patient with me as I take you through that is which I want us to go through. For the past 6 years that I've been on dialysis treatment, I've had an opportunity to interact with patients and also experienced what they are going through. And I've had a lot of questions. What is that thing that we can do to support our patients as they go through their hard journey of battling these chronic illnesses? And this journey led me to incredible people, to come across incredible people who have been incredible to work with me. To mention a few, I had the opportunity to come across Mr. John Kekonyo, who is the Renal Patient Society of Kenya president, and also Mr. Joab Wako from the Transplanted Education Kenya. And through their guidance and also through working with them, have been able to learn, and that quest led me to my journey of now researching what we could do for our patients, because I realized that our patients, most of our patients having to go through these chronic illnesses, they face a lot of challenges, one being their emotional well-being, and I wanted to come up with something that would really support that, and also a program that would really offer them the emotional well-being, the psychosocial support that they needed during this time. And that journey led me to write my book, Embracing Hope, where I wanted to address these key issues that would really enable our patients and also their caregivers, and also for the whole community, get to understand what really kidney disease is, and also the treatment options are available, including dialysis, kidney transplant, because I realized that most of the people in the community, most of our community, they don't really have understanding of what kidney disease is and also what dialysis treatment, kidney transplant is. I can even attest to that because even I myself, before I started my treatment, I never really had an understanding of what kidney disease and also what dialysis treatment is. But going through that, I've had to learn, and also I decided to be a voice so that I could educate our community so that they really understand what you are going through. And recently, we started an organization, RKF, the Kidney Health Foundation, where we are supporting children with chronic illnesses and also their caregivers by offering them psychosocial support and also creating awareness and advocacy about kidney disease. Because going through dialysis treatment, I realized that our children who are on dialysis treatment and going through kidney disease, they are the ones that eat the most by this disease, because this disease most of the times it makes people who have come to this challenge, it cuts them off from their normal lives. You find that if someone is going through their work, most of them tend to leave work and also they just want to stay home. Yes, that's understandable because we understand that battling a chronic illness is not really easy thing. And also for our children who have chronic illnesses like kidney disease and dialysis, going to school becomes quite a challenge for me, because I even myself can attest to that also, because the moment that I was diagnosed with kidney disease and I was put on dialysis, having to come for dialysis treatment twice weekly and also balancing between my studies and my health, that was really quite a challenge for me. And you find that for those 2 days each week, it meant that I was out of school and having to catch up with other students became quite a challenge for me. But by God's grace, I was able to finish up my school. I'm now in campus, almost finishing this year in September. And I would want to leave you with one question. As we've been, the work that I've shared we've been doing through our organization, one thing that I've come to learn is that if really you have gone through something and you think you could offer some insights through your experiences, through your evaluated experiences, you could offer some insights on also educate people on what really that situation or challenge means. I think you should take up that opportunity and stand up and step out and be heard. And I would want to leave you with this question: are your kidneys okay? Are you drinking enough water? And this World Kidney Day, are you exercising enough? Thank you so much and have a blessed day. And if you want to get a copy of our book, Embracing Hope, which we are using as one of our support resources for the organization, you can reach out to me and I can share with you the work that we've been doing as an organization. Last year in August, we did a charity outreach event through one of our partners who are here today, Kenyatta National Hospital and also Figure Care Plus, where we visited the pediatric renal ward. It's on 2nd floor, and we were able to offer the children who were admitted with we supported them with the essential items that they need during their stay in hospital to make their journeys much more easier, and also to offer them the emotional support. We also had a privilege to gift a copy of the book to each parent who had a child there, to educate them, to make them understand what their children are going through. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a blessed day ahead.
Thank you, Raymond and Imelda. Let's give them a better round of applause. Thank you. Today is yet another wonderful occasion when we mark the World Kidney Day, a day we commemorate the important role that kidneys play in our bodies and in our lives. It is also a day that we rededicate our resolve to promote kidney health through prevention and management for those already at risk or have reached kidney failure. 2025 is an exciting year for those of us in the kidney health space, both locally and internationally. Locally, we have made significant strides recently, notably the Social Health Authority Renal Benefits Package. These benefits now include a pre-transplant evaluation cover, That is a cover which pays for the test that a patient needs before they can do the transplant, and that is a new one. An enhanced cover for transplant with 700,000 shillings for recipient and 165,000 shillings for donors. Previously that was at 500,000 shillings, and then NHIF, and a post-transplant management cover of 200,000 shillings per year, and that one is also new. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce that our fervent prayer for a post-transplant drugs cover has finally been answered. This milestone removes what has been a great barrier to transplant, and we therefore look forward to an increase in kidney transplants in the country going forward. I think for a lot of people here, that is the longest statement of good news from SHA that you have heard recently. But we have chosen to stick to what is working with SHA, and for kidney patients, we have nothing but gratitude to Social Health Authority, and we hope that these benefits will be able to reach other patients who need them just as we do. The Social Health Authority is still paying for 2 sessions of dialysis per patient per week at 10,650 per session, up from 9,500 previously paid by NHIF. We have seen increased investment and innovation in the dialysis space. We now have more dialysis units, including a mobile dialysis unit launched last month in Murang'a County, and increased installation of HDF dialysis technology, most recently at the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital in Kisumu County. We are hopeful that this Social Health Authority benefits in the investment and innovations that we have seen will deliver a better quality of life for all persons living with kidney failure. On the global scene, the International Society of Nephrologists, the ISN, and other stakeholders are advocating for the World Health Organization to recognize kidney disease excuse me, to recognize kidney disease as a global health priority, similar to other non-communicable diseases or NCDs like cardiovascular disease, cancer, and diabetes. Kidney disease is the 3rd fastest growing cause of death worldwide, and the only non-communicable disease with a rising mortality rate. It is now the 7th leading cause of death globally, and by 2050 it will become the 5th. Kidney disease management is an expensive affair that visits catastrophic financial burden on patients, their families, communities, and governments. We therefore need all hands on deck to prevent these frightening projections from coming to fruition. This year's World Kidney Day theme, "Are Your Kidneys Okay? Detect Early and Protect Kidney Health," aptly captures the spirit of early intervention, which is the silver bullet in the war against kidney disease. We need to focus more on early intervention before the health system gets overwhelmed by the ever-rising cost of kidney disease management. With dialysis now at 1.1 million per patient per year, that might be sooner than later if the current trend continues. Clearly, now is the time for real action and change to slow down and stop kidney disease. But sadly, we are still acting as though we have time on our side. We don't. Why do I say this? A few years ago, Kenya was bestowed the honor of hosting the East Africa Kidney Institute, which is touted to become a center of excellence for kidney health. And though the facility is still functioning, it seems to be stuck. We have not seen a rollout, and whereby we can be able to enjoy all the benefits that we should be getting from an enhanced center of excellence. We therefore beseech the concerned parties to expedite the completion and inauguration of this facility so that it can start serving the East African population as intended. Also, Kenya has been in the process of formulating a deceased organ program, a process which has remained stuck forever. We need this process concluded to enable our patients to gain from an expanded organ donor pool. Currently, patients can only seek donors from among their blood relatives and spouses, and this is to some extent a limiting factor for access to transplant. And I am glad to note that one of our guests, Dr. Wakwabubi of the Kenya Blood Transfusion and Transplant Services, has joined us. So, Daktari, we need the deceased organ donation program expedited and concluded this year, so that, because one of the barriers to transplant has been the high cost of post-transplant management. That is now behind us. So the other barrier remaining now is the lack of donors, and therefore the deceased organ donation program will be able to resolve that quagmire. I also want to reiterate the urgency of a national kidney disease registry, which is a prerequisite for proper planning and evidence-based advocacy for investment and allocation of resources. The time for a national kidney disease registry is now. We need that so that when we go to the Ministry of Health, when we go to government, we are able to go there with evidence. We are still in an environment where we don't know exactly how many people are living with kidney disease in Kenya. We are only having rough estimates. We don't know exactly how many people are going for dialysis at the moment, and therefore this registry will be able to resolve this issue and will be able to give evidence based to do evidence-based advocacy to resolve some of these problems. Finally, I would like to leave you with the same question everyone has asked: are your kidneys okay? Please, the only way to know is to do a simple test and find out. And let me remind that for all of you whose kidneys are healthy, you are not welcome to the Renal Patient Society of Kenya. We would rather you stay with your kidney health and healthy kidneys, and you'll be able to support us from a healthy point of view, from a healthy position. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. John Gikonyo. And the other two patients, Ronald and Jane. Ronald and Jane, asanteni sana. You've heard it from the patients themselves, not from the caregivers. I'm sure you have heard what they have had to say. And one of the things that I've heard is about, the care of the post-transplant care for our patients. It is something that we have advocated for so long. And there is that positive info that we've heard from Mr. Gikonyo. Give credit where credit is due. Yes, there are challenges. Yes, we've had with SHA and all that, but give credit where credit is due. Patients had a big challenge when it came to post-transplant care. And these patients were under our care, or rather, they're still under our care. And we were part of, we were being stressed seeing a patient whose kidney post-transplant is doing so well, but the patient basically comes and tells you he or she has no more money to afford the drugs post-transplant. Hello, young doctors. Please lower your volumes. Yeah, so what I was saying is that yes, our patients were really suffering, and some patients lost kidneys post-transplant because they could not afford the medications after transplant. But fortunately, things are better. That's what I started by saying, that we are not where we were 5 years ago. We are not where we were 10 years ago. We are making strides. Yes, the SHA might not be covering 100% of the medication cost, but it's a step forward. Every day we make a step forward, we'll be there at the end of the day. So thank you very much again, John Gikonyo, for your remarks. And as I've said, Ronald and Jane, asanteni sana. I would like to join John to recognize the presence of the Chief Executive of the Blood Transfusion and Transplant Services in Kenya. Chief Executive is Dr. Morris Wakwabubi. He's here with us. Karibu sana daktari. Better late than never. You're not too late. Karibu sana. Asanteni sana. Now our next speaker is going to be one of our good teachers. He used to be here a long time back before some of us joined medicine. She has done so much in this country as far as pediatric nephrology is concerned. She's Dr. Doris Kinuthia. She's still practicing nephrology. She has done, as I've said, so much here and outside this hospital as far as kidney health is concerned in our children. So I'd like to give this opportunity to her to make her remarks. I'm sure she's got so much to tell us about the little ones who also suffer from kidney diseases. So Dr. Doris Kinuthia, the floor is yours. Karibu.
Good afternoon. So, guest of honor, Dr. Christine Nyagosa, Catherine, and representatives of MOH, and if we have any representatives of SHA, and all hospital representatives, members of the Kenya Renal Association, members of the Kenya Nephrology Nurses Association, pharmaceutical industry representatives, kidney patients and kidney patients representatives, well-wishers, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to extend my greetings and to welcome you to the celebrations of this World Kidney Day. The World Kidney Day of 2025, the theme is, Are Your Kidneys Okay? Early Detection and Protect Kidney Health. This year's themes highlights the importance of early recognition of kidney disease risk factors, and then assessing early testing so that we can improve on early detection, intervention, which is going to lead to better disease outcomes. Because I am a pediatric nephrologist, I must highlight about kidney diseases in children. Now, Kasioka, please come. Kasioka is one of my patients. We diagnosed kidney disease in him. How old were you then?
Around 12.
12. So he was 12 years when we diagnosed that he had a kidney disease, and it was nephrotic syndrome. 12 years, and how old are you now?
22.
He's 22. So that's how many years? 11. 12. About 12 years. And you see, he looks healthy, isn't he? He's straight and healthy, and God has kept him going. And that's because he was diagnosed early, and then he has been put on treatment. He's on dialysis, and I am appealing to the people in, that is Dr. Wambogo, Professor Mark Legeo, and others, please transplant my patient. I want my patient transplanted. Thank you. So, kidney diseases do occur in children. Now, what are the causes of kidney diseases in children? There are many. Because we live in the tropics, we have kidney diseases due to dehydration, and this can occur because of diarrheal diseases. All of us at some point or other have had some diarrheal diseases, not necessarily cholera, not necessarily typhoid, but even viruses, rotavirus, adenoviruses, and all those, they can cause severe diarrhea and vomiting and dehydration, and our children can go into acute renal failure or acute kidney injury. Malaria. How many children out there have malaria, and how many of those actually go into acute kidney injury? I have dialyzed many children who have had malaria and then have gone into acute kidney failure. And I always ask myself, this is the tip of the iceberg. These children are lucky because they were able to access specialized nephrology services, and we were able to dialyze. How many more are dying at the village level because they cannot access these dialyses? And the ones that we have dialyzed with malaria, they have recovered and they've gone on to their normal activities. So it is upon us now to be able to go out there and pick up all these children who are suffering from these diseases and who actually need to be detected early and to be put onto specialized treatment programs so that they can improve and become like Kasioka, whom you have seen here. Some of our children also can go into chronic kidney disease. They can go into that chronic kidney disease because they had acute kidney injury or because they were born with some hereditary diseases. I think it's important to raise awareness about this. There are some children who are born with birth defects in their urinary system, so that they have blockage of their urinary system and they're not able to pass urine properly, or they have defective kidneys. And these children, unless they're detected early, they can even die at childbirth, or they can die soon after. But if they're detected early and there's a surgical intervention of their blockage of the urinary system, then they will recover, but eventually they will go into chronic kidney diseases, and so these children require to be followed up for a long, long time. So having put that into the background, I now want to go back to the theme of this year. And the theme of this year, as we have said, is early detection of kidney diseases and protection of kidney health. The United Nations General Assembly in 2015 talked about sustainable developmental goals. And goal number 3 talks about good health and well-being for people, ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being for all ages, not just adults, but even for children. So universal health care for kidney disease in children requires a multifaceted approach which encompasses early detection, prevention, accessible quality treatment, ensuring that all children, regardless of their background, note that, regardless of their background, even in that very, very remote village, that they must receive the necessary care without financial hardship. And this is where our governments come into place, and this is where SHA comes into place. So, because we are talking about universal health care, this is a big task for all health cares, and SHA must be able to ensure that these children, and even the adults, that they get these necessary care so that there's early detection of not just kidney diseases, of other diseases that can harm them in later life. So it is important with regard to renal diseases that we look at the risk factor that are involved. We look at, for example, antenatal and child health visits. It is so important that when a mother is pregnant, she has an ultrasound. Why is it important that she has an ultrasound? In the West, every single woman who is pregnant gets serial antenatal ultrasounds. Why? Because you will be able to detect any obstruction of the urinary system or any abnormalities of the kidneys in utero. And when that child is born, you're ready and you're able to put intervention. Right now, I have several children who, because of this antenatal screening, we are now just waiting so that we can start their surgical management and also their nephrology management. Now again, those are the lucky ones. Out there in the village, how many of these women are getting ultrasounds? How many? So the task is massive. And we must not just say it is only for the rich few who live in the cities. It must be extended to that village level. So it is important that even after these children are born, that we look at the maternal health and nutrition, and we also look at the health of the nutritional services of these children, and that these children are brought for pediatric visits even when they are young, and also that they get their vaccinations. So what are the screening tests for detection of kidney diseases in children? For example, very simple ones like the ones you've undergone here, that is urinalysis, just checking the urine with a dipstick, and you'll be able to see any abnormalities. And then blood tests to check how your kidneys are doing. And I cannot emphasize this more, that ultrasound is so important. Ultrasound is going to be able to detect any abnormalities in the kidneys. Are your kidneys big? Are your kidneys small? Are your kidneys in the right position? Some people, the kidneys should be here on either side under the 12th rib, but some people have kidneys down here in the pelvis. So ultrasound is so important, and every village clinic should actually have an ultrasound. Then once those ones you have diagnosed, then now sending the children to the centers like this one where they can have renal biopsies and so on. And then when these children come, you need to see if there's a family history. Is there a family history of diabetes? Is there a family history of hypertension? Is there a family history of kidney diseases? Sometimes some will say, oh, we had cysts. My grandfather died of cysts in the kidneys. So that's a red flag. So it's important to take a proper history. Genetics, of course, that can be done. And then, of course, we also have to take a history about medications. What medications has this child been on, or this mother? What medication has she been on during her pregnancies? So herbal medicines are very dangerous, so dangerous that they can cause what we call as interstitial nephritis. And out there in the village, this is what we resort to. Whenever you have a cold, whenever you have a diarrhea, you know, that grandmother brings and stirs up some herbs and gives it to your child, and then your child may have diarrhea, vomiting, etc., and end up with renal disease, if not liver disease. So herbal medicines are very dangerous. Then there are also other medicines that we just take, like, is it called hapa medicine or maramoja? You have to be very careful. What are the ingredients in that maramoja? So medicines, one has to be very careful, and you have to be sure that you're taking the right medicine. So now then, the other issues that are there is obesity. And this is something that is happening a lot in the big cities. If you walk down the streets of Nairobi, you will see so many of our children. I have children who are 80 kilos. 80 kilos at 7 years. Can you imagine? That is so wrong, isn't it? So obesity is a problem, and obesity can later on bring kidney diseases. And then, of course, we need to also highlight about the diet, you know, that you have to eat a proper diet with less carbohydrates and with less salt and so on. And we have, if you have a child, or if there's a whole family and all of them are obese and all of them have got high blood pressures or diabetes, then they must be put into the right team of doctors so that they can be managed for their conditions. You have talked about drinking, and I don't see any of you with water bottles. I don't know what happened this time. Dr. Wambogo, I don't know what happened. Everybody should be having a bottle of water. Drinking water is very important because you must hydrate your kidneys. and then seeking specialist care. So we hope that with this SHA, there will be no limitation as to how much our people will be able to freely walk into any clinic, whether it is level 2, level 3, or whatever, and say, I have come here and I want to be tested. I want a urine test and I want a blood test. I want you to test and see whether I have got diabetes or whether I've got a kidney disease or a liver disease, without having to worry, my goodness, how much is it going to cost? This should be a right for each and every Kenyan. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to urge all medical directors, all medical officers, and all doctors, nurses, clinical officers, and other people who are interested in renal diseases throughout this country, that we must work together and that we must have a concerted effort so that we can have early detection and management of kidney diseases, not just in adults, but also in children. May God bless you all and guide you in the future as we work towards this goal. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Doc, for the insightful message that you've actually given to us. I think we've all probably picked up one or two things. One on top of my list is malaria is a very common condition in our country, and when these kids get acute kidney injury, they forever become our patients. Their risk of developing chronic kidney disease becomes high. I want to take this opportunity to invite our next guest. They not only play a very vital role. The other day, as I was speaking to to the person who is coming to represent nurses, I got a very worrying statistic that in the year 2000, there were only 15 nurses who were registered to practice renal care in our country. We have made tremendous steps. This year, there are about 1,400. But still, in terms of human resource, a lot needs to be done. My next guest is a representative of Kenya Nephrology Nurses Association. Nurses play a very pivotal role, in fact, early detection, dialysis, and also finally through transplantation and the care after transplantation. So it gives me great honor to invite our next guest, Nancy Wangombe.
Thank you so much, Dr. Guringa. Thank you for that, appreciating the nurses. All our visitors who have joined us today, all protocols observed. I'm grateful to have this moment to celebrate World Kidney Day 2025 with the question, are your kidneys okay? And that is a question that is posed now to the nurses. I would want to pose that question to the nurses. And for those people who may not know, nurses begin as general nurses for 3.5 years, and the first qualification is, they're called Kenya Registered Community Health Nurse, as in we begin in the community. By the time we come to the specialized services, where they then specialize, they've been specializing by 1 year, but nowadays it's 2 years to become now the dialysis nurses, the transplant nurses that are now in the level 6 hospitals. However, that kind of an arrangement pulls them out of where they were trained in, where they can't be able to serve between the level 1, 2, and 3, because the dialysis services begin at the county level, that is level 4. However, all is not lost. I have worked in the kidney space for the last more than 20 years, and there are things we used to say that looked like a dream. One of the things was saying, I remember Professor Makligeo when you were very young saying, that time there was only one dialysis unit in the whole country by the public. That was Kenyatta National Hospital. And when he was giving his speeches, his wish list was, we wish to have one dialysis center per province. That time there were provinces. Those were 8. He was just asking for 8. It looked like a mirage, like a thing that we can never get. But we got up to 47 and counting. That one has been sorted. We came to transplant. Transplant is now being practiced in the referral hospitals. We say transplant is working, yes, but now we are requesting for medication. Medication has come. That one we have ticked, we have ended. Today's World Kidney Day, I would want now to request, or we look forward to the preventive aspect. Like, for example, we normally go for outreach services, going around all the counties, talking about kidney disease and screening, the same activities that we are doing today. But when we go to the Ministry of Health, there's no single pamphlet that talks about kidney disease by the Ministry of Health. And we have any pamphlets, they are made by the farmer in conjunction with the association, Kenya Nephrology Association and Kenya Renal Association, as in the government has still not embraced prevention the way it has done for other sectors like the malaria, where you are getting a lot of information and programs led by the government. So at this point, I would wish we would have now a preventive program led by the government, not now depending on the private spaces, and the nurses are already prepared, or they are trained from inception to be community health nurses, and they can have all these activities that can be scaled down from the county level to the level 1, 2, and 3, where we can be talking about prevention now, because most of the other things we have sorted. Today I was in a TV show, and they listened to the whole spectrum of kidney disease, the treatment by dialysis, the treatment by transplant, and somebody asked, now, is that bad? And I told them, that is why you have World Kidney Day, so that we prevent, and once we have prevention in place, we'll not go through the whole spectrum of treating, which is expensive, and it is involving, requires more highly specialized personnel to be able to take care of their kidneys. So as we celebrate our day today, our nurses, we should run with that program. We used to have programs that used to run in the outpatient centers where you could have health education weekly. Let's not have this health education once a year during the World Kidney Day. Let's have them monthly. We organize with the particular hospitals so that we can spread the awareness of the kidney disease. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Nancy, for the kind remarks that you made. I think the role that nurses plays cannot be downplayed, and we hope to have more strengthening activity. But beyond that, as we see the increase in number of patients who are undergoing not only hemodialysis, but the number of patients who are going to have chronic kidney disease, we need to move further from the step that you were saying. When Prof was advocating for 8 transplants, for 8 hemodialysis units in the country, now that we have gotten almost about 47 or 92 in the whole country in terms of public sector, the advocacy may be moving forward. Can we have more transplant centers? And why I say that, our next guest represents the Kenya National Organ and Blood Transfusion Unit, and they will play a very critical role, especially when the enabling legislation that looks at organ harvesting. Those patients who have been waiting for transplantation can tell you that journey is not easy. Sometimes you bring your first donor, they are probably not a match. You have to look for another donor, and that journey is usually very painful. We have to work with them. But if probably we had a centralized agency that coordinated how we are able to acquire our organs, how we distribute these organs, and hopefully increasing the pool of organ donors, then would probably help in improving the quality of life of those patients who are undergoing hemodialysis. It gives me great honor and opportunity to present our next representative, Dr. Morris Wakwabubu, the CEO of the Kenya Blood Transfusion and Transplantation Services.
Thank you. Our guest of honor, Dr. Catherine Nyongesa. All protocols observed. Good afternoon. As I begin, I want to take this opportunity, first of all, to recognize our teachers, because before you go far, you must stand on the shoulders of giants. These have been the giants who took us through. Professor Magligeo really was with us as we small boys. He mentored us to grow to where we are. So, Prof, thank you very much. We really appreciate you. Thank you, Prof. So, as we gather here today to mark World Kidney Day, we do so under the theme of our kidneys okay. Detect early, protect kidney health. This theme underscores the urgent need to prioritize early detection, kidney health awareness, and organ donation to combat the growing burden of kidney disease. Kidney disease is a silent epidemic affecting millions globally, and Kenya is no exception. Many individuals remain unaware of their kidney health until it is too late. That is why early detection and prevention of care is essential in reducing the impact of kidney disease and in our communities. And to this, I really want to appreciate the young patients who are ahead of us, Raymond and Imelda. Thank you very much. We really appreciate. Kidney disease prevention begins with awareness. We continue to advocate for regular kidney screenings, especially for high-risk groups such as those who have diabetes and hypertension. Early detection leads to timely interventions, better management, and improved outcomes. I urge every Kenyan to take charge of their kidney health by adopting preventive measures such as controlling blood pressure and blood sugar, eating health-balanced diet, engaging in regular physical activity, avoiding excess use of pain medications, staying hydrated, and quitting smoking. Collaboration is key to our success. We have been working with stakeholders to develop robust financial framework that will ensure that kidney transplant services, including pre- and post-transplant care, are adequately covered under SHA. In resource-limited settings, we must strategically invest in kidney health services to maximize impact and save lives. At Kenya Blood Transfusion and Transplant Services, we are committed to strengthening kidney health services in Kenya. We have been actively developing comprehensive standards, guidelines, and policies to enhance kidney transplantation and improve access to care. Clear regulatory frameworks are crucial in ensuring that every Kenyan, regardless of their background, can receive the necessary medical attention to protect their kidney health. We are also at final stages in developing organ and tissue donation registry, which earlier speakers alluded to, and the National Recipient Waiting List Database. This system will play a vital role in ensuring timely organ matching, increasing transplant services and success rates, and ultimately saving lives. By leveraging on technology, we aim to make the organ donation and transplant processes more transparent, efficient, and accessible. Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to emphasize the critical relationship between blood transfusion and organ transplantation, as a successful kidney transplant often requires safe and efficient blood supply. Strengthening our blood donation systems will enhance the quality of transplant services and ensure better outcomes of patients in need. Ladies and gentlemen, today I call upon all Kenyans to take action. Let us work together to break down barriers to kidney care so that every Kenyan has access to life-saving treatment. Promote health awareness and through education and regular health checkups. Encourage organ and tissue donation, giving hope and second chance to those in need of transplant. In conclusion, the fight against this kidney disease requires unified, sustained effort from government, healthcare providers, partners, and public. Let us commit ourselves to early detection, prevention, and expanding access to kidney transplant. Our collective actions today will determine the future of the kidney health in Kenya. I'd like to extend my sincere appreciation to Kenya Renal Association for organizing this important event and for their dedication to advancing kidney health in our country. Their efforts in research, awareness, patient care, and continue to make significant impact in fight against the kidney disease. Together we can protect and save lives. And at this juncture, I'd like really to appreciate the efforts that Kenya Renal Association have done, that through them, they are the ones that have really helped us to come up with the bill, which is almost ready. And may I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Wala, to thank Dr. Ngigi, to thank Dr. Wambugu, to thank Nancy, and all that who have actually dedicated their time and resources to make sure that we put together all these documents so that they can be able to save many other Kenyans. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Wakobobi, the Chief Executive, Blood Transfusion and Transplant Services in this country. Our next speaker is going to be our good old teacher. He's taught almost all of us. He's been in this for a long time. They're the ones who actually started, probably among the first who started the kidney services here in this institution. And he's still with us. He still guides us. He's still mentoring us, and he's still mentoring other young ones who are coming up. He's Professor Seith Makligeo, a kidney specialist. I'm sure quite maybe the ones who are who have been around for a while know him quite well. But for the newcomers, this is a teacher whom we value so much. Karibu sana, Professor Makligeo.
Habari zenu nyote. I think most of you expected to see a very old person, but you must have realized some of my students look older than me. My name, as you have been told, is Professor Makligeo. I've had some time in this profession and in this hospital, and I've attended several World Kidney Days. We started from very far away, and we have reached where we are, and I think we shall go extremely far. In as much as I'm being introduced as the teacher of all of them, that beautiful lady who talked here taught me a few things before I became a kidney specialist. So we have moved from zero, we are here. All my children here, amukeni muonekane. Even the guest of honor was my student. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's Prof. I remember the days he used to teach us, and it was laughter and laughter, but of course he was still communicating and giving us or impacting on us on what we do today. Thank you very much, Professor Makligeo, and now we are almost coming to the end of it. Now I'll take this opportunity to invite our chief guest, who is also representing the chief executive of this hospital, Dr. Catherine Nyongeza. She is the acting director of medical services. May I welcome her to give her remarks. Thank you, Dr. Nyongeza. A loud of applause, please.
So, good afternoon, everyone. and I'm here to appreciate. In fact, I will tell you a story. Maybe, Prof, you may not remember. As a young medical student, I came to Kenyatta from Chiromo for our medical rotation, the clinical rotation. Then in the corridors of clinics 17, we were in groups of medical students. So I scribbled down the names of the professors, so they were telling us. So one of them told us MC. And then, God behold, he bumped into me with the other students and I'd written MC. So he was like, what is MC? You know, as a medical student, the way you are so scared, you don't want to mention his name. But the name stuck up to now, and we appreciate that you've been our mentor, our teacher, and everything has been well. So, on behalf of the Kenyatta National Hospital, our CEO, Dr. Kamuri, all the KNH staff, and the partners that are here, I appreciate Dr. Mbugwa, Dr. Wala, Dr. Ngige, Professor Makligeo, Doris, Dr. Wakwabubi, the survivors, SHA, all the pharma, and the Kenya Renal Association, the nurses, and Mr. Kikonyo. All protocols observed. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you all to Kenyatta Hospital on our World Kidney Day celebration today, Thursday, March 13th, 2025. This is a day of global significance dedicated to raising awareness about kidney health and the importance of prevention, early detection, and equitable access to care for all. Our kidneys play a very vital role in maintaining our overall health, yet kidney disease remains a silent epidemic, affecting millions worldwide. Today we gather not just to acknowledge the challenges, but to educate, inspire, and work towards a better kidney health for ourselves and the communities. We are honored to have such a wonderful gathering of healthcare professionals, advocates, patients, and supporters united by a common goal, promoting kidney health well-being. I encourage each one of you to engage, learn, and be part of the conversation as we work towards the future where kidney disease is preventable and manageable for all. Allow me now to read the CEO's speech. Chronic kidney disease affects approximately 10% of the world's adult population. It is within the top 20 cases of death worldwide, and its impact on patients and their families can be devastating. The cost of treating chronic kidney disease and its complications is unaffordable for governments and individuals in many parts of the world. Kidney disease is a key contributor to the global NCD burden as both a cause and consequence of other major NCDs, notably cardiovascular disease and diabetes. In 2010, 2.6 million people with end-stage kidney disease or kidney failure received dialysis or transplantation worldwide. This number is projected to increase to 5.4 million by 2030. If policy inaction is not reversed now, chronic kidney disease will be the 5th leading cause of years of life lost in 2040. In Kenya, with a population of 47 million, it is estimated that 4.7 million suffer from chronic kidney disease. Over the last 10 years, the number of people on regular hemodialysis has increased more than tenfold, from 300 to more than 7,000 presently. This is largely attributable to the important role that SHIV and SHA is playing in reimbursing the costs of dialysis. World Kidney Day is a global campaign aimed at raising awareness about preventive behaviors, awareness about risk factors, and awareness about people living with kidney disease. It is celebrated every second Thursday in March. In 2025, the World Kidney Day aims to raise awareness of the increasing burden of kidney disease worldwide and to strive for kidney health for everyone, everywhere. Specifically, the 2025 campaign highlights the importance of preventive interventions to avert the onset and progression of kidney disease. The theme for this year, which you've heard over and over, are your kidneys okay? Detect early, protect kidney health, and this highlights the importance of recognizing kidney disease, the risk factors, and accessing timely testing to improve early detection and intervention and outcomes. And the key message is prevention and detection. We are encouraged to lead a healthy lifestyle, access to clean water, exercise, and healthy diet. Tobacco control should also be implemented. Many types of kidney disease can be prevented, delayed, and even kept under control when appropriate prevention measures are in place. We encourage screening for kidney disease, a primary healthcare intervention. And then we also want healthcare services advancement to promote policies that ensure kidney patients receive basic health services, which you've been told about, urine and blood tests. And also on top of that, we need to manage our blood pressure, cholesterol control, and also access to essential medications to delay disease progression without suffering financial hardship. Transparent policies governing equitable and sustainable access to advanced healthcare services like dialysis and transplant and better financial protection like subsidies are very key, and more resources needs to become available. Kenyatta National Hospital has been offering kidney transplantation services to Kenyans for more than a decade now. The new Center for Kidney Disease and Organ Transplantation has revolutionized kidney transplant services in the hospital, by extension in the country. With universal health coverage, it's imperative that we fully integrate kidney health in national UHC plans by providing sustainable access to effective and affordable prevention, early detection, and access to medicines to treat risk factors for kidney disease and delay kidney disease progression. We acknowledge and appreciate expansion of the health cover to transplant recipients by the Chief SHA to include post-transplant care. This is a major milestone towards increasing the number of transplants in the country and a massive relief for kidney transplant patients. And I'm happy to announce that these services can be accessed at Kenyatta National Hospital. We also look forward to the finalization of the Kenya Transplant Service Bill, which will open the door to the commencement of deceased donor transplant program in the country, as was envisioned in the Health Act of 2017. This will go a long way in increasing the number of donors available to needy patients and will result in needy patients benefiting from transplantation. KNH is happy to play its leadership role in matters renal health and will continue to work to further enhance this. So I say we really thank you all for this occasion, and Let's work together to end kidney disease for the country and for the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Catherine. Tumpigie makofi tena tafadhali. Thank you very much. Tumeshukuru. We are coming, as I said, to the end of it all, and now it's matters to do with the tummy. We might not give you the whole meal, but it is just a gesture to share and celebrate this occasion. So it's a time for cutting of the cake, and I'm going to ask the matron, is it Nancy? Rosemary. Where's Rosemary? 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 Okay, Nancy, you can come. Sister Agnes Ndeke. Where's Ndeke? She's not here. Simtakata nani? Huh? Rosemary, she's here. Rispa. Yeah, take charge. It's your time.
Ladies, gentlemen, and our children, I think they've gone, but now we've come to the end of the World Kidney Day celebrations, and we always end it up with giving food. As you have seen and as you've heard, it is important to feed the kidney and the liver and to give them lots and lots of water. Why? Because those are major organs that control our everyday living. So now at this point, we want to cut the cake. I wish somebody could show you how beautiful it is. It is a picture, actually, it's a cross-section picture of the kidneys. And in this kidney, you can see the blood vessels coming out of the kidneys. The blue ones are the veins and the reds are the artery. And then you can see the tube that takes the urine out into the bladder. And this is a very important occasion for us because at this moment we are going to cut this cake and we are going to share it with all of you. Make sure that each and every one of you takes, even if it's a small morsel, a tiny little bit of this cake in remembrance of our World Day celebrations. Thank you. So, thank you.
Ninashangaa watu wakisema baby tunapendanaga japo tunazozanaga. Baby sorry mami tunapenda siri lakini karibu baby you're so rich now. Bila hivyo itakuwa mchezo. Tam 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 keki ni tamu. Tam 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 keki ni tamu. Keki ni tamu.
Thank you so much, Tamasha. Thank you. I hope everyone has had a piece of cake. Asante sana. Because of time, we would have wanted Tamasha to continue, but because of time, we'll probably give it a pause. Now tumefika wakati wa kupewa shukrani, time for vote of thanks, and I'll request one of us, that's Dama, we call her Dama. She's Damaris Priska Chemutai, to come forward and give a vote of thanks on behalf of KRA, the organizers, the hospital at large. Kindly come and give the various groups a vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mbugwa. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's with immense gratitude that I stand before you to deliver a vote of thanks on this special occasion of World Kidney Day. Today it's been quite enlightening and inspiring, dedicated to raising an awareness about the kidney health and prevention, early detection, and of course treatment has been our key points. And first and foremost, I would like to give heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest today, our Director of Medical Services, Dr. Nyongesa, and of course other guests accompanying Dr. Wakwabubi, the National Blood Transfusion and Transplant, Dr. Professor Mark Ligeo, and all the doctors present today, healthcare professional, nurses. Thank you for gracing this beautiful day. It's been a success because of your presence. I would also like to extend my special gratitude to the speakers of today for creating the incredible awareness by enlightening the flaws and the great success that has happened over the years during creating awareness of kidney disease. And I would also like to extend my special appreciation to the organizers of this event, the sponsors, volunteers, for tirelessly working behind the scenes to bring this event to a grand success. It's evident because the day has been quite successful. Of course, to the band, Tamasha and the prison bands, we appreciate your presence. It was beautiful and tireless working with you. It was amazing. And of course, I can't forget to mention our audience. Being here and working with us has been a blessing, and we appreciate your active listening, taking walks with us. It's been grateful, and I'm grateful for that. And finally, I would like to thank the technical team and, of course, our support staff for ensuring everything has run smoothly. And I would like to say, before I finish on conclusion, that to conclude this, that remember, kidney health is a shared responsibility, and all of us has a role to play. Please take this gospel to the ones who are not, so that this awareness starts from the grassroots and embraced by the national and, of course, the worldwide. And I would like to wish you a great day ahead of time, and thank you again for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Asante Chamtai for your vote of thanks. Now we started with a word of prayer, and we are going to close with a word of prayer. And after the word of prayer, we are going to have again the national anthem. We are going to close finally with the national anthem. So I hope the band will be ready in the next few. May I invite Imelda to lead us in a closing word of prayer. Imelda.
Tuamini na tuombe. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, tunakuja jioni ya leo, tunakushukuru kwa kuwa umekuwa nasi mchana huu wote, tangia asubuhi umekuwa nasi. Tulipoanza tulikuomba uwe nasi tunapoanza sherehe hii. Tazama tumefika tamati na umekuwa upande wetu. Tunakushukuru kwa hayo Yesu. Tazama tunapoenda manyumbani kwetu, wacha ukatulinde na ukatuzingire na damu yako iliyomwagika Kalvarini Baba. Hata wale madaktari wanapobaki hapa kufanya kazi Baba, wacha uwape hekima na maarifa wanapofanya kazi yao Yesu. Hata wagonjwa wote walio hapa Baba, wacha ukawazingire na damu yako Baba. Waonyeshe na mkono wako wa uponyaji Baba, na wataishi kuwa mashahidi katika ulimwengu wote. Tunapokutana siku nyingine Baba, tutashukuru na kuinua jina lako. Na ni machache nimeomba na kuamini. Amen.
Amen, amen, amen. May we please stand for the national anthem. Asanteni sana. Mkienda mnaenda mwenu na baraka za Mwenyezi Mungu. Thank you.